Where am I? I don't... What? I can't move. I don't know. What's going on? I'm so good. Oh God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Where am I? Where am I? Well, let me answer that as the voice in your head. My name's Rage, and welcome to the Culling! You lucky contestants have been selected to be one of the 20 entering into this episode of our glorious game show. You must cut, shoot, stab, and generally explode everyone else you meet until you stand victorious atop a bloody mountain of corpses. Glory, fame, and fabulous prizes are yours for the takings. Just try not to die. Have fun. Welcome everybody then to this incredibly promising game. Before I get into any more details, Muscle Man Milk! Yep, before I get into any more details, guys, I need to tell you about my new product, Muscle Man Milk. Now, you don't want to question it because you're not gonna like it, but trust me, I can assure you that upon injecting this straight into your system, you will gain the strength that you need to slay your foes asunder. So, I have always said that the Battle Royale genre, finding a hammer is glorious, the Battle Royale subgenre of games, and sometimes just a mode within a game, is severely underdeveloped. I have been waiting a long time for something to come along, target it specifically, refine the formula, and deliver a fast-paced, high-action, strategically intense Battle Royale experience. And this game, The Culling, so far looks to be nothing short of genuinely really quite incredible. So, we are set in a game show called The Culling. You can look up and see everyone else who is in with you, and there is crafting that you find in the environment. So, for example, I've got this rock, I then take this other rock, and I kind of force them together as lights glow, and then, lo and behold, I now have a knife. And then I take this stick, and then I force them together as hard as I can, and using the power of science magic, I have a spear. But I'm not done yet, ladies and gentlemen. No, in the true fashion, I have something I prepared. Oh my God, that is somebody's face. Let me just pat that down. There we go. Just gotta pat that down. Just gonna steal these bones as well. Now, you may be thinking, that looks pretty silly, and really, it is, but when you think about it, we are in a game show where they can just teleport in items to us if we find the prerequisites in the environments. It makes sense, because in a game show world, you don't want your contestants spending days crafting stuff. You want them to get straight to the bloody murder, and under that rule set, we only have 25 minutes per round, which is really short, though in reality it feels like an eternity, but the good kind, because of how intense everything is and feels. So everything really flows very well. And then if we actually look at the crafting recipes, they make a lot of sense. You just do stuff in the right order, you get what you want to get, and it's all good. It's right there and it works. And honestly, I find it quite charming. Initially I was like, really? Mashing stuff together and we get other stuff? Come on now. But the more I think about it, the more I enjoy it with the game show setting. Now, you may see above my health there is a number currently going down. That is your stamina. When you exert yourself, it goes down. You go a bit grey and you start to struggle when you get low amounts of it. It's as expected. It's all good. Above that, we have our FUNC, or Funk, which is a kind of currency that you earn for, you guessed it, brutally murdering everyone you see. And what you can do with this, as we saw, is you pay to craft with it. You are giving up your Funk funk and going, look, I have 5 funk and 2 rocks, overlord of the game show, send me a stone knife. And that works lovely. Around the map, we have loads of cameras reminding you constantly that you are being watched by millions of people as they laugh and cheer at your eventual demise, and it really does constantly keep up the you are in a game show of death and it is sick, but you can't help think that it's also a little bit enjoyable to just destroy everyone you come across. It really, I have to say, it's a lovely setting, and it is a genius idea to get away with the, well, let's say the prep phase before you are able to fight other people. It really ties the mechanics and the setting together in a big way. Now, there is more stuff you can do with this funk. You can pay for health machines, you can pay to open boxes that have various items and weapons in, and then at 100 you can pay to have your specialized weapon package drop in. Ooh, I found an item crate. These are very, very lucky finds. You kind of just hover your hand above them and then you get them, because that definitely works. I'm gonna have the Muscle Man milk just so I can keep the dynamite. Now, I don't exaggerate when I say there are a lot of items in this game. There are a ridiculous amount of weapons, both found and crafted, a ridiculous amount of utility items, and basically you're going to constantly find yourself wanting more space. And that is actually one of the genius things about this game, as I keep ever vigilant because someone spawned in here. You only get 3 inventory slots, 5 if you find a backpack, and managing them is a big, important part of the game, because you never have enough slots! We interrupt this commentary to let you, the viewers, know that this is the worst demonstration of this game's actually quite complex combat system in existence. But fear not, all will be cleared up with some actually okay combat later. Stab in the face, kill with my spear, Portuguese, die, die, die! You need to die, right? I got tased. I killed him. It's okay. We're fine. We're absolutely fine. I don't panic that often in these games, but sometimes I tend to occasionally panic. Oh no! Oh, we're in the toxic gas. Just like that, your dreams of a victory come crumbling down. Not only did I get ridiculously murdered by that guy with a pickaxe, but I then got toxic gassed to death because somebody pressed the kill switch in the center of the map. If we have a quick spectate, we can see how everyone else is doing. We have Hella over here, Bob Alf, who is about to die. Oh no, he got out of the toxic gas. He managed it. Well done. We have 2 people fighting. Now, this is a perfect example to show you the melee combat. Well, not as perfect, since the other guy is running like the cowardly craven that he is. Alright, well, we'll leave those guys to enjoy themselves as we return to the menu, but I did get a red jacket, and that's kind of cool, because this was me as I look now. Let's have a look what you could actually go into battle then before we jump into a second one. You can choose free perks from a pool of them if you want health, you know, more focus on range or melee. There's a lot to choose from that let you kind of customize your skill set and how you like to go about killing people. Then you can get your drop in. This, you go to a special node and you pay the amount, 100 or 75 for the juggler and 125 for the SWAT. This drops in and you get all the good quality items. I like the stalker because the man tracker is very useful, though I think I'll go to SWAT just so I can get the SMG, because it's kind of nice to have guns. They're very powerful but very hard to use, so they're nicely balanced actually, and you unlock more drops as you go along. And then you have your actual outfit. No females in the game yet, unfortunately, but you can customize a fairly okay amount. Now, the advantage is that you do find a lot of neat stuff as you go through the game. Oh, I think I need the fire digital. That looks really good because it matches with the rest of me. Now, do I have a head that can go with it? Because I like this green SWAT mask, I really do, but it doesn't really go with the rest of my outfit. But you know, who the hell cares? So that's really all there is to it outside of the game, there's not really much that can give you that big of an advantage. It's just tactical. Now, if we go in the tutorials a second, because I need to show you this, because I don't think I've ever seen a tutorial that is quite as good as this in terms of thematically tying the learning and the world together. So we are here in this little room. We can see happy people before they murder each other, and we have these doors around us. Now, there is a overarching voice that basically commentates on everything that happens. He's happy and chirpy, and he's like, oh look, someone just beat someone else to death with their fists! Their fists! And it's really enjoyable to hear him basically taunting you all as you play along, and he announces random events like supply drops, and it's really quite enjoyable hearing his quirks. So this is the main room. Then we have to go into little tutorial areas. We get scanned to make sure we're not doing anything wrong. We have loads of people watching us so they can choose who to bet on. The camera's here to keep us locked in, and then we get shown how to craft as you push your rocks together, and then you just go around the circle and generally learn how to do everything, and it's really, really well done. I'm not going to do the whole thing, of course, because I've already been through it, and it helped me get to grips with the game. So I'm going to hop into the queue once more and see if we can't start a second battle, and I'll go over a few more things. So I will see you in a moment. Alright, everybody, so here we are at the start of the match. So you actually get delivered in these boxes, as you saw, which is really quite good. You've been helicoptered in, and you are ready to begin your brutal conquest. So the main way you are going to be... Oh, fantastic. I started next to a building. Hopefully I'll be able to find some neat stuff in here. So the main way you are going to be killing your opponents is with melee fights. That by far and away, in all the hours I've played, is the biggest cause for conflict. So the actual melee system then needs to be pretty good. And in terms of the spectacle, the brutalness, the blood going everywhere as you hack each other desperately, it's there. It feels intense. It's ridiculous. But the actual mechanics of it, while solid in theory, in practice are a little bit lackluster, because it's effectively a rock, paper, scissors system, i.e. if you're standing there doing nothing, I punch you, you take damage. If you're standing there blocking, I punch you, I get stunned, you're gonna punch me. If you're standing there blocking, I'm going to shove you, and then I get to hit you because I've broken through your guard. Now, I mean, as I said, in theory it works. If everyone has the ability to counter what their opponent is currently doing, the back and forth that creates should be enough to create engaging combat. But it kind of feels a little bit sluggish in practice, and I'm not sure it's that. I just don't feel like I have enough control as I want, and it feels a little bit more along the lines of, I sure hope I happen to win this fight. Now, in the game's defense, I have to play on American servers because they're the only ones that are up, so my ping is pretty high, so I can't say how much of an effect that is having on my feeling of it, but already it's certainly not bad enough that I don't like it, and it feels better, well, at least as good as Arc Combat, and Arc Combat was fine, so take that as you will. Now, these are poison vents that you can find throughout the world, and then occasionally there's an event where a switch in the center activates every single one of them, but I'll give you a little look as to how this can work. Now, you can very much tactically use these, because if you see a load of players in the area, you can subtly slink in and activate the poison gas and then choke them out, because this game wants you to keep moving. You gain funk for moving. I love that it's called funk, the currency, by the way. It's just fantastic. It's like, damn it, I just need 10 more funk before I can kill you. It's just wonderful. But you can use the localized poison clouds to flush people out of where they're hiding, and it's very effective to do so. Let's hop in here then and hope that it's not being fully looted. See if we can't acquire something pretty good. Now, I have found that, this has definitely been looted. That sucks. I have found that finding stuff generally equates to a more powerful character than crafting it. The crafting is basically there, from what I can see, as a, damn it, I didn't find anything worthwhile, I guess I'll just have to settle for what I can make. God damn. These you find around the place, they just give you a nice injection of funk, because there's some funk barrels. It's pure, unfiltered funk that I've just acquired onto my person. You can throw anything you're holding, so for example, if I wanted to throw that rocket you, it works like you intended, and you can just throw damn near anything you're holding if you want to go for it. Now, what is a really neat mechanic is to balance people shooting you at ranged. If you get to someone and melee them who is holding a ranged weapon, it makes them drop the weapon and forces them into melee. This enforces the most common way you're going to be killing people is by attacking them. And what this does for the game, which is very good, is it means you are very rarely going to get killed out of nowhere without a chance to defend yourself. And I think that right there is actually one of the best things this game has going for it. Because think about it, when you're in a battle royale, what is the worst thing in the world? Randomly dying without a chance to do anything about it. And yes, you could say don't be in the open, you should have been more tactically inclined as to where you were stood, etc, etc. But the point remains, you don't enjoy being shot from miles away and dying. And this game, inherently with how it's constructed, prevents that from happening, and that is a really good thing. Someone activated gas over there. In fact, I have a opponent here. I bet he is waiting for his airdrop, because if this is orange, it means they have activated it and are waiting for their package to arrive. So I could stay here and try and fight him for it and take his equipment, but since I literally just have a rock, it's not going to be the best idea for me. I really need to find a little bit of an upgrade, because this is getting kind of ridiculous. I mean, I am working towards my own 125 funk to get my gun to drop down, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get to it in time. There is a fight going on here. No, he's just slashing the rock. I guess that guy just really doesn't enjoy rocks. He's like, they make me so angry. Everywhere I see them, rocks and rocks and more rocks, and I just want all the rocks to die. So, fair enough to him. They call him Rock Smasher McGee. I'm pretty sure. I do know technically you can mine rocks to craft from rocks, but that's not the funny interpretation now, is it? You find caves like this around the place that have already been looted. Damn it. Occasionally there are cases in them to get a little bit better. I thought I saw a rock, so at least I get a knife. Isn't that nice? I am not having a good game, but then again, I had a round where I had 2 machine guns at once and still managed to lose it, because I'm a moron. No, basically it was the first time I used a ranged gun, and as it turns out, they're very, very finicky. They're hard to aim with, they're hard to use, and I like that, because it means, again, you don't just get to be unstoppable god if you are lucky enough to get a automatic weapon, but you do have a significant power. Now, these blue chests are found throughout the map, and they actually cost funk to open. So I got a pipe wrench, which is a tier 3 bludgeoning weapon, which is nice. You also find red chests, which require explosives to open, that generally have pretty good stuff in. But finding explosives and then wasting them on a red chest instead of someone can be quite the cost. And what else you can do is actually craft traps to lay, like tripwire across a door or spikes in the woods. Now, while that sounds cool in theory, in practice what I found is they're pointless. It's a nice mechanic, but in all my rounds, I've not seen anyone ever fall for a trap, nor have I ever walked into a trap. Whether that's because people aren't using them, because everyone's new to the game, I don't know, but it just seems kind of irrelevant that traps even exist. It really, really does. Should not have done that. I am now a lot slower because my legs are in pain from jumping off, you know, a building. Now, there isn't bleeding in the sense that if I bleed, I need a bandage or I'll keep bleeding. If you get bled, you bleed for a set amount of time, and then you're done. Alright, everybody, sorry about that sudden jump cut there, but unfortunately the servers in the last one went down, so I had to get into another one for you. But you know what? I actually really don't mind, because A, alpha is alpha, and B, it means I get to play again. And with all Battle Royale games, I often find that the most enjoyable part is the start, where you've arrived, you're looking for stuff, you're trying to find a little bit of an advantage over other players. That it did really look like there is someone on the other side of this door. Hello? I swear I heard you. I'm not going crazy, right? There was... Guys, I'm going... No, I knew there was someone in here, you little blighter. Alright, fine. I guess I have to back off then. He's already looted everything. There's nothing served by me going up there and trying to combat him at this early stage. So I'm going to head over to the hills and far away. Now, I have a grand total of a branch and a rock. Now, it's not great. I fully admit there is better arsenals to have. I'm not sure what he thinks he's doing. I'm not sure what just happened there, but what I do know is that this guy is trying his best to stab me as hard as he can. Go on, come at me, lad. I do love people that just keep doing the same thing over and over and expecting it to change. I am going to throw this rock at him. Oh, that so looked like it was going to hit, but alas, alack, 'tis not. He doesn't seem to be really learning that if he attacks me when I'm blocking, I'm just going to slap him on the head. And the thing is, I'd really like his spear, so yeah, I'm just going to keep doing the ways he do it. That's the thing. If you're not that familiar with the systems in here, he tried to use a medkit in front of me. I don't know really what he thought would happen there, but thanks for your machete, Hoop. I really appreciate it. Oh, it's just lovely. Don't you just like beating everyone to death as hard as you can? Oh, it's just amazing. And what's good is each type of weapon does do its own very specific thing. Do I want to spend the 50 on this, or do I want to save for my drop? I think because I've already got 100, I'm going to wait for my equipment drop and see if I can't get something from that. I hate that every time when I'm like, oh my god, what's that sound? And it's just a camera turning to look at me. Alright, I've got 2 extra slots of equipment, which is really good. This makes me run faster, so I'm going to take that right now and get around this room quicker. So only taking a little bit of damage is really good. This is an alarm gun, and this is pretty cool. If you hit someone with this, you then can tell where they are for a while. Doesn't do any damage, but it's a very nice little utility weapon that I'm very happy is in the game. Alright, so with my 2 kills, I got quite a lot of funk. Ah, yeah! And then between these 2 weapons, I should be able to fight a lot of people as long as they don't have that many range weapons. You can get bows, a crafted one, and then a composite one that you can find, which do a fairly okay amount of damage. Whoa, hey up, mate. Hey up, how are you doing? So I just want to let my bleed. Okay, I got him. So you see now he is flashing white wherever he goes. That means I can always see where he is, which is obviously very useful in this situation because he can't really hide from me. I don't know what it is that he thinks he's doing. Is he really abandoning the... Is he really abandoning the fight already? That's really bad. Like, he could have easily taken me here. Like, not even close. So he's just going to keep flashing until I stop chasing him. But the thing is, I don't really plan on stopping my chases on him. I'm just going to kill him repeatedly. Now, he is blocking, so I'm just going to push. He's blocking, so I'm just going to blush. Come on now! Oh, there we go. No, there we go. Jesus, he took some putting down. Oh my god, leave me alone. For the love of everything in this world, leave me alone. Oh, alright, let's bleed him. Let him start taking some damage over in here. Oh god, this sucks so hard. This sucks so hard. I'm just going to run from him because I can't take this many people back to back, and I have 150 funk, which is fantastic, as I can call down my airdrop, which is obviously lovely. But the thing is, I have to beat this guy first, and that's not going to happen because I'm just too injured from my previous fights, and I can't run away. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let me run away, please. I just want to run away. Alright, I managed to block him as he comes. Alright everyone, I'm going to do one more because A, I can't resist. I'm seriously enamored with this game, and B, god damn it, I want to win! Ugh! The closest I've got is top 3, and in that one, the other 2 people that were alive had decided to team up, which is great. In a free-for-all with only 20 people, a team of 2 is very, very strong, and it's one thing that the game is going to have to counter, because teaming up is way too effective. You can basically just roll over everyone with this combat system in a 2v1 scenario, and that really sucks. It really does. And annoyingly, the game actually crashed as that last guy killed me, so he must have thought I like straight up rage quit on him, which does kind of suck. Well, I guess technically rage did quit. No, but for real, it's a shame. It really is a shame. The only other thing I kind of do want in this game is loot to be a little bit more varied in where you can get it. But I feel like I can't quite... Hey, body armor. That's very useful. You just get to put that on, and now I'm a lot harder to kill. Not bad at all. And I feel like this is one area where the game show aspect is a hindrance rather than a help. Because it's a game show and this whole area is built for the game show, it makes sense that all the loot is in predetermined random cabinets and chests, you know, because the people who run the game show have put it there for the contestants to find. I get that, but it does have the side effect of the looting being very predictable, and that does kind of suck. But I guess it's a little niggle, really. It's nothing major all up in here. So, we have a stick there, so I can at least turn this into a spear, which is very useful because the extra range on it really does come in handy. Now, I could use another stick and turn it into a bow, because that makes sense, but again, game show, woo! But I really, don't want to. If I can get the jump on Mr. Bow Guy here and stab him in the back a bit, it should scare him enough to just run away from me. And if you run away from someone, you tend to be able to kill them quite nicely. Now, guy in the background has seen me. Did he just throw something at me? I feel like he did. Alright, that guy's called Rage! Whoa! Somebody found some dynamite! Alright, excuse me while I bandage myself. Holy hell. There we go. So we got rid of our negative effects, and then gained a little bit of health. So while you don't need to bandage or bleed away, it does stop. You can, of course, deliberately choose to do it. Now, all I have to do is beat this guy, and I should be fine, though he just, oh, holy hell, he just hit me with a blowgun, which basically means I'm very ill, and every now and then I'm likely to get poisoned, which, and then throw up, which kind of just stuns me a little, which obviously very much sucks when we are trying to have a fight here, but it's about to run off, so that's fine. There we go. We actually stabbed each other there, which does suck, but I have the clear health advantage here. He's actually going to throw his spear at me, which is a very stupid decision, honestly, because now I can just free reign stab at him. Like, it's alright trying to fist someone to death, but a big part of it, you just die when you're facing someone with an actual weapon, because it's just not strong enough. So he is very dead. And I realize my commentary while in a fight isn't the most concise. I fully accept that, but it is honestly ridiculously intense. So both these guys had a backpack, actually, which is very nice, but nothing really too great aside from that. Honestly, this whole area is completely new to me. I've never been to this part. Is that a health machine? Ah, that sucks. Do I want to recycle it for a little bit of funk? I suppose I do, because honestly, I much prefer the hammer. I think bludgeoning weapons are quite good, because you can just go to town on someone and really get a lot out of it. So, yeah, we'll do that. Especially as I then have immediately a replacement spear to back it up. And I might get rid of my brass knuckles as well. Though the thing is, yeah, no, I'm going to get rid of my brass knuckles for 10 funk, because I think a big deal in this game should be getting to your personalized weapon package drop. Oh, it looks like this has all been very much cleaned out. Oh, crap! Oh my god, you saw it here first, guys! The first ever time I've seen a trap be effective. And I say effective in the sense that it technically hit me, but that is, I mean, it's just literally floating in the air. That's quite funny. Oh, well. Alright, we've got a few extra lockers to have a look in here. Nothing crazy. So now there is a kill switch in the center, which means all the gas nodes on the entire map now have a chance to just be turned on. Which means if you're near them, yeah, you're gonna die. Oh. Oh, God, yeah, I just had this moment of, wait a minute, that sound means there's one near me. No! Oh, God, that was awkward. That was awkward. I'm so sorry. As I heard that alarm go off, I was like, oh, no. Oh, god damn. Well, there you go, guys. A quick little look at, I say quick, but a look at the culling. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if you want to see more of this, because I am really, really enjoying it. Hey, that at least goes with my outfit a bit better. Wonderful. Wonderful, because, you know, style is everything. But for now, let me know what you think of the game, and like if you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Culco. Oh!